आज हम बात करने जा रहे हैं एक्सपोनेंट्स एंड पावर्स की. दिस एन इम्पॉर्टेंट segment of mathematics. The important thing on which our man focus will be that is negative powers, exponents with negative powers. Okay, so let's start. Chalo, this is mass of Earth 597000000. There are 21 zeros, kg. Okay, 22 zeros rather. This is the mass of Earth. Okay, we even can't read this properly. Okay, 5970. There are 22 zeros in this. This is the mass of kg. Okay, आप देख सकते हो कितना डिफिकल्ट है ये लिखना, इतना टाइम लेगा ये लिखने में. Okay, and we can't pronounce it when we try to put in the word form, right? Okay, do you know that we can put this figure, we can put this number in a simpler form, that is 5.97 into 10 cube per 24, 10 raised to power 24. Okay, do you know that how can we do this change? How can we put this number, this figure, this a very large number in this simpler form? Okay, that means this number having a lot of zeros, 22 zeros. Okay, we can put it in this form. Okay, this is called as standard form. Right? Okay, so that means, okay, it is very easy to put this number into this form. Okay, first I will tell you that what is this 10 24. Okay, now this 10 is called as base, and this is called as power. And we pronounce it, we read it as 10 raised to power 24. Okay, this is read as 10 raised to power 24. Okay, I will tell you another. I will give you another example. Say for example, okay, this we can read as 2 raised to power raised to power 5. Okay, do you know that 2 raised to power 25 means 2 is 5 times 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2. Okay, similarly 2 raised power, say for example m, where m is any integer, right? So 2 raised power m means m times 2, 2 into 2 into 2 into dash 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 m times. So that means, okay, this power is actually, we can put it like this: 10 is 24 times, 2 is 5 times, and here this 2 raised power m means 2 is m times. चलो, अब ये हमें पता चल गया कि हम बड़े से बड़े नंबर्स को हम छोटा करके लिख सकते हैं. छोटा मीन्स it's not that big numbers are converted into smaller numbers, but actually large numbers, they can be put in a simpler form. Okay, it would be easy for us to put down those numbers using this form. Say for example, this is the mass of Earth. Okay, having lot of zeros, we can put it in this form, in a very simpler form. Okay, in this video lecture we will be talking about all this. Okay, our main focus will be on the negative powers, so let's try to understand that, right? Okay, say for example, see, this is 10 raised to power 2. Now you can read this 10 raised to power 2. 10 raised to power 2 means 10 into 10, right? Okay, so 10 raised to power 1 means 10 is only once. Okay, so what about this 10 raised to power 0? Okay, यहाँ पर देखो 10 raised power 10 raised to power 2 is equal to 10 into 10, that means 100, right? Okay, 10 raised to power 1 means 10, so we can say that this 10 is equal to this 100. Okay, the previous number divided by the base, that means this 10. 10 is equal to the previous number 10 raised to power 2 का जो वैल्यू आया that is 100. Okay, इसको हम वही बेस जब डिवाइड करेंगे so we will get this 10. Now this will be 10 raised to power 0 will be this 10 raised to power 0, the previous number is 10. Okay, raised to power, divided by the base, so 10 divided by 10 is equal to 1. Right, I will repeat this. 10 raised to power 2 is equal to 10 into 10, that means 100. Now 10 raised to power 1 is equal to the previous number, the previous value, divided by the 10 divided by the base. Okay, the 10 raised to power 0 is equal to the previous number, that is 10, divided by the base, that is again 10, so we will get the value. So that's why 10 raised to power 0 is equal to 1. Okay, so that means what can we conclude here? We can conclude that as the exponent decreases by 1, the value is equal to the previous value divided by 10, that is 1 by 10th of the previous value. Okay, you can see that. So that means जब एक्सपोनेंट कम होता है एक एक करके, यहाँ पर एक्सपोनेंट 2 था, यहाँ पर 1 था, यहाँ पर 0 था, तो यहाँ पर 2 था, अब यहाँ पर 1 है. जब हम देखेंगे इसका वैल्यू क्या आएगा, इसका वैल्यू आएगा इसके बराबर बट डिवाइड बाई 10. सो दैट मीन्स इसका वैल्यू इसके बराबर आ जाएगा बट डिवाइड बाई 10. सो इसका वैल्यू 10 raised to power 0, it will be equal to 10 raised to power 1 divided by 10. So then continuing this process, continuing the above pattern, इसी पैटर्न को हम कंटिन्यू करेंगे. 10 raised to power minus 1. Now 10 raised to power minus 1 will be the previous value, that is 1, divided by 10. Right? Okay. Then similarly 10 raised to power minus 2 is equal to the previous value, that means 1 by 10, right, divided by 10. Okay, so that is equal to 1 divided by 10. Converting this division into multiplication, so we have to put the reciprocal of this, right? So that is equal to 1 into 1, 1, 10 into 10 is equal to 100. Okay. In the same way, 10 raised to power minus 3. So it was minus 2. This is 10 raised to power minus 3. It will be equal to the previous value. That means 1 divided by 100. 1 divided by 100. Divide by 10, the previous base. Okay. So that is equal to 1 divided by 100 multiplied by 1 by 10. That is equal to 1 divided by 100 into 10 is equal to 1000, right? Now you can see here 10 raised to power 2 is equal to 100, right? 10 raised to power 2 is equal to 10 into 10, that is 100. Now this 10 raised to power minus 1, 10 raised to power minus is equal to 1 by 10. So we can put it like this: 1 divided by 10 raised to power 1, right? 1 divided by 100. We know that 100 is equal to 10 raised to power 2. We can put it like this: 1 divided by 10 raised to power 2. Okay, so we can say that 10 raised to power minus 2 is equal to 1 divided by 10 raised to power 2. Similarly, 10 raised to power minus 3, that is equal to, okay, that's equal 1 divided by 1000, that is equal to 10 raised to power 3. 10 raised to 1 divided by 10 raised to power 3. 10 raised to power minus 3 is equal to 10 raised to power 3. Let's take another example. Say for example 3 raised to power 3, that is equal to 3 times 3, 3 into 3 into 3, that is equal to 27. Fine. 3 raised to power 2 is equal to, that is equal to 3 into 3. That means the previous value 27 divided by 3, that is equal to 9. Right. 3 raised to power 1 is equal to 3, only once. So that is equal to the previous value, that means 9 divided by 3. Right. Okay. Then 3 raised to power 0 is equal to 3 raised to power 0 is equal to see for example the previous value is 3 divided by the base, 3 divided by 3, that is equal to 1, right? Okay, then 3 raised to power minus 1, that is equal to the previous value divided by 3. Okay, 3 raised to power minus 2 is equal to the previous value, this one, 1 divided by 3 divided by 3. Okay, that is equal to 1 divided by 3 into 1 divided by 3, that is equal to 1 divided by 9. Okay, we can put it like this. 1 divided, we know that 9 is equal to 3 raised to power 2. 9 is equal to 3 raised to power 1 divided by 3 raised to power 2. So 3 minus 2 is equal to 1 divided by 3 raised to power 2. Similarly, 3 raised to power minus 3 is equal to the previous value, that is 1 divided by 9 divided by 3. So that is equal to 1 divided by 9 into 1 divided by 3. So that is equal to 1 divided by 27. So we know that 27 is equal to 3 into 3 into 3. 3 into 3 into 3. So that is equal to 1 divided by 3 raised to power 3. So 3 raised to power minus 3. Okay, that is equal to 1 divided by 3 raised to power 3. So what can we conclude here? We can conclude that 10 raised to power minus 2 is equal to 1 divided by 10 raised to power 2. Or we can say 10 raised to power 2 is equal to 1 divided by 10 raised to power minus 2. Okay, 10 raised to power minus 2 is equal to 1 divided by 10 raised to power 2. This is negative integer. Okay, when we put it in this form, okay, so then 1 divided by 10 raised to power the positive integer 2. Okay, 10 raised to power positive integer 2 is equal to 1 divided by 10 raised to power negative integer 2. Okay, similarly 10 raised to power minus 3 is equal to 1 divided by 10 raised to power 3. Okay, or 10 raised to power 3 is equal to 1 divided by 10 raised to power minus 3. Right. Okay, similarly 3 raised to power minus 2 is equal to 1 divided by 3 raised to power 2, or 3 raised to power 2 can be put in this form, 3 raised to power minus 2. In general, we can say that non-zero integer a, it can be any non-zero integer, it can be 1, 2, 3, 4, minus 1, minus 2, minus 5, minus 6, a non-zero integer. So that means any integer without 0 raised to power, say for example minus m. Minus m here is a negative integer. Any negative integer, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5, any negative integer, that is equal to 1 divided by a raised to power n. Okay, we can put it the other way around, a raised to power m. So for example, a non-zero integer a raised to power m, which is again a positive integer, that is equal to 1 divided by a raised to power minus 1. Okay, so what we can conclude from this? Okay, say for example we will multiply these two, say for example these two or these two. Okay, what we will get? A raised to power minus 1 multiplied by a raised to power, say for example a raised to power, let's multiply these two. For example, a raised to power minus 1 into a raised to power m. That is equal to a raised to power minus m. We know that a raised to power minus m is equal to 1 divided by a raised to power m is equal into a raised to power m. This and this will cancel out and we will get 1. So we can say that a raised to power minus m is multiplicative inverse of a raised to power m. So in other words, a raised to power minus m is the reciprocal of a raised to power m, because when we multiply these two terms, we get 1 as the answer. Okay, when you multiply two numbers, the answer is 1. We can say that those two numbers are multiplicative inverse of each other. Okay. So what can we conclude? That a raised to power m and a raised to power minus m, they are reciprocal to each other. Reciprocal, by reciprocal we mean multiplicative inverse. Okay, because when we multiply these two terms, these two figures, a raised to power m, okay, if we multiply this with a raised to power minus 1, we get 1 in the answer. Okay, so that's why these two terms are reciprocal to each other. Okay, now can you tell me what is the reciprocal of 2 raised power minus 4? So its reciprocal is 2 raised power 4. Okay, so that means same base, but the power here is negative integer. Here in this case the reciprocal, it has the power, it has positive integer as the power. Similarly, what is the reciprocal of this 7 raised power 2? Its reciprocal is 7 raised power minus 2, right? What's the reciprocal of 10 raised power minus 100? Its reciprocal will be 10 raised power 100. Okay, so that's all. Okay, this is how this is all about this the exponents with negative powers.